Actually, this is the profile of the show, the project, which we come in Italy because of this show, and this is the gates for a visit in Saudi Arabia. My partner, wireless company, the CEO, Mr. Mario, and also the assistant, it's Dr. Khalid. They invite us to come and to see you and to meet with you, and also to show what is what's the future, the technology's future in Saudi Arabia. There is a small brief around maybe 2 seconds, and also we'll talk about this is the second years for this show. Also this year, inshallah, Italy is the guest for the show. There's a space, a special space in the center of the show. It is this special for Italy company. With inshallah, also with Chamber of Torino, behind Chamber, Riyadh Chamber of Commerce. So we already give you the profiles. I will focus here for the sectors, the important sectors in this show. It's a blockchain. The blockchain, I think it is the future, the smart also technologies in the world. Also here, the automotive. Also now, all the world, they use oil to how to switch on the cars or ships, airplane. Now the new technologies, as you know, it's the automotive. This is the future, the smart future to use these technologies. Air commerce, this is what you will, I think you will think in your plan in the future, because the world is very speed and change. So every companies, they are looking for a partnership to make it develop for them works. So all the sectors, there is the 16 sectors. It will be in that show. There is a special a company, they are interested about every focus in every sector. I think Italy, they have many things in these sectors, which in your profile. We are late actually to start meeting. I would like to continue to spend your time. So you can look at your profile, what you give you, and also Mr. Mario, he can, or Mr. Khalid, they can answer you later what you want to know. Now, I will switch on this video to know what's in the future, what's the smart future in Saudi Arabia. I think you listen about the NEOM. Many people then listen about the NEOM. This is the smart cities in the world. It's between 3 countries, as Mr. Mario said before. I will let you to see this video, and I think you will know everything. After this video also, you will show also the show which we mentioned about it.
I would briefly wanted to let you know what the projects are. Our agency is within our agency are involved more than 700 companies. within aerospace, agri-food, automotive, clean tech, life science, mechatronics, and textile. And as I said, I'm here on behalf of Ms. Rosanna Viola. We are representing the clean tech sector, where are involved more than 100 companies, and there are a lot of companies working in smart city projects. So maybe later I can leave you a leaflet with our list of companies. I would only show you just a brief video of our agency.
SI is since more than 40 years, is in Piedmont region. Let me say the information technology for public administration. So we have a two large data center in Piedmont, and we manage all the information technology for the public administration here in the Piedmont region. We have the main data center here in Turin, and then we have a disaster recovery in another province in Vercelli. We are okay. We basically, as I said, we are operating more than 40 years. We have secure data center. We have basically secure data center. We have basically implemented most of the application for the government, local government, and we have basically we are implementing the most advanced technologies. We have implemented cloud technologies. We have implemented big data and analytics. So we have a smart data platform infrastructure that we use for basically collecting the data from different environments, from public sector for the environment, for the mobility, and we give this available to the enterprises and to the public sector in order to allow citizens and enterprises to collect public data that can be analyzed, can be produced analytics, and so on. We are operating abroad since several years. We have a lot of experience working with the European community, tons of research and development projects in all the critical sector for the public, like agriculture, like management of the territory, like forest, like e-government, and we are helping also government in Europe to basically implement the latest technologies and the latest trends in the public government, offering the experience that we have locally to also other European countries. We have worked also, we have won also a lot of context. So for example, in the big data and analytics, smart data platform is a unique technology. Everything is open source, so available basically to be used for free. And Smart Data Platform has won several prizes as the most innovative big data and analytics technology that allows to integrate also external IoT, open technologies, and so on. Then basically the main assets that we provide that we've implemented for our consortium and they are available are, as I said, cloud and network infrastructure. We have a very sophisticated SOC for security. We are compliant in terms of cyber security with European laws and with the privacy laws. So we are one of the first that implemented these technologies, and we are let me say the public administration that are on it. All the data are fully protected, never intrusion, never let me say breaking in security in 40 years. Then we have supported also smart cities technologies in terms of helping the clients. As I said, I mentioned the smart data platform with Torino Wireless and other companies. We have implemented the largest Wi-Fi that is available, free available for all the public sector as well as enterprises and private citizens in the Piedmont area. We are doing also facility management and so on. For the public administration, our applications goes in every sector, from the healthcare, from the public administration, the website for the Torino, that is metropolitan city here in Piedmont, as well as for the region. Let me say the website that allows citizens to have a fully digitalized access to their data and to the access to the public administration. Agricultural, as I said, health management, cartography and territory management, and so on. We have implemented a lot of projects, R&D, as I said. We have also supported government in several e-government and other sectors, as I mentioned before. And that's all. And basically, I'm representing the, let me say, the international and national business outside the public administration, because we offer, by law, our services also outside the Piedmont region.
We are an Italian company based in Turin, and we are more or less 20 years old, and we work in cybersecurity. So we are private. We have as minority shareholder the biggest merchandise bank in Italy, called Mediobanca. Okay, thank you. And we are more or less 100 people, engineering, producing cybersecurity solutions, especially for the communication of video, data, documents, mails, and other things. We have a strong technological partnership with Leonardo Finmeccanica, who resell us in many countries. At the moment, we are present in more than 60 countries, so we are already in the outside, and we have already a strong presence in the Middle East. We have many projects in Saudi, and other countries nearby, like UAE, for example. Of course, I cannot mention which are the customers, but you can understand the reason. I will start to show what we supply by showing a small video. Unfortunately for the other people in the audience, is in Arabic, but I think you can understand. To come back, so what we supply: secure communication systems, and for law enforcement agencies, ministries, let's say big companies. One possible company is Aramco, for example. So all these kind of targets. What is supply in detail? Well, what we are talking about is, first of all, supply a solution which is considered by our institution in Rome uninterceptable and unbreakable, but the complete technology transfer. So this is part of our proposal to all our institutions. We can arrange, if you want, a meeting with our institution in Rome to talk face-to-face about this opportunity. First of all, the flagship products. One is this phone. It's a phone produced here in Piemonte, not far away from Turin, in a city called Ivrea, where we have the full control of the hardware produced in our factory. We design it. The operating system is not Android, it's ours, and the application completely ours. Completely interceptable, cannot be broken, cannot be, even if stolen, cannot be extracted information from it. We have our laptops, reproduced in our factory as well, same characteristics. And which are the usages? But well, these are other kind of devices we produce for, let's say, field activities. Like in Expo 2015, we developed for the Italian police a solution to manage the exhibition area, to connect to the CCTV cameras in the underground, managed by ATM, which is the companies managing the CCTV in that city, in order to coordinate all the people and the different vehicles to manage the public security. Use cases, of course, high-level communication. This is one. Possibility to classify document management, emails, and so on. Another possibility to manage, let's say, very spread activities on field in a secure way, regardless the user network. And this is the, let's say, the reference architecture with a control room, managing vehicles and the people. and the possibility to manage remote maintenance activities. This is a solution we developed for aeronautics with Leonardo in order to support the maintenance of aircraft remotely, done by people, for example, in Afghanistan and so on, who needed to fix an aircraft, and we had in Europe the competence center in order to have the remote support of people on fields without sending a technician. I would like only to close this very short presentation to ask my colleague from our headquarters to say something, because it's not a video. So Raquel, if you can say something to the gentleman here. Nice to meet you. Okay, so this is not fake, it's real. Okay, thank you, Raquel. That's all, finish.
Hello everybody. My name is Patrizio Spaggiari. I'm coming from LifeTouch. LifeTouch is, of course, an Italian company. We are working in a couple of fields. We started working in automotive field, but now we are working also for other kind of companies. We work in particular about the application of artificial intelligence solutions in the interfaces, but not just in the interfaces. We work in the human-machine interfaces about the user experience. So our project is starting from the scratch, and our user-centered development. And we're working also on the self-driving developments. Of course, we work with large companies, car makers, and also tier ones in the automotive field. And our team is composed by computer scientists, engineers, and designers. About artificial intelligence, we work about the profile detection, the face recognition, digital assistant, behavior and needs prediction, contextual suggestions, advices, and facial emotion recognition. All these features are working all together in order to, of course, give to the user the suggestions and to understand their needs. In particular, we work on security and monitoring of the areas, in particular about industrial areas, in order to manage and to understand the behavior of the people inside for the security, and also to understand what is doing. About personalization, because combining several inputs coming from the profile, the context, and so on, we can understand which are the needs of the customers. Connected to the security and monitoring, we work on the smart access, and of course, in particular, the personalization and other things are necessary in order to create a good experience inside the vehicles, in particular looking at self-driving cars, because in that case everything will be around the experience of the passengers. Here just some examples in which we detect the status and the context of the people inside the car, which is the emotion, which is the distraction, if they are sleeping or not, and so on. About instead the safe driving development, we are collaborating with other companies in order to develop an autonomous shuttle. Here there are some ideas on which we are working, and we work in particular about some feature about the driverless recognition and the experience inside the cabin. We collaborate about the self-driving integration also for the sweepers in order to clean the commercial, industrial, and urban areas. And we are developing an autonomous robot in order to provide goods and so on to the customer. So to delivery for the last mile delivery, so to deliver these packages and these goods in a cheaper and faster way than now to the customer. Here, just a short video about this, because we are in the prototyping phase, and so we are testing them, and we are developing them in order to be ready quite soon, in order to have it for our customer clients. Of course, here just some examples of use cases of these robots. Of course, this is connected with the customers and so on, in order to manage this sort of improvement of this is it receive the point-to-point destination, yeah, and it can move itself in a pre-mapped area, and so it can go there, because of course this is, it will be driven just in an area pre-mapped, and so it will be able to manage the routes, and so of course to understand and recognize the environment around itself.
I'm Ludovica, and I'm the founder of Made for a Day, the facility company for short-term rentals. This market is growing exponentially, and more property managers need flexible and reliable service for help them to manage. So Made build a software that autonomously can organize cleaning, lining, delivery, and welcome, allowing our customer to earn more thanks to the excellent review. Our experience in this service, our experience in the sector, we offer high quality thanks to training, selection, and organize our maid. In fact, maid are all employed, and not and maid is not a marketplace. In just under minutes, you can book all the service and customize that. So you go on the website and asking in the website everything you need for the service. Made this growth thanks to the growth marketing, our organization model, experience, and quality control. We are here to present Made because we believe that in a smart city, also the service could be smart. So imagine live like in a hotel every day, without having to worry about nothing, just book by your smartphone.
I'm Carlo Sciuto, co-founder of ParkSmart. Our specialization is realize a system. No, it's okay. Ma non è proiettato. È spento il proiettore. Sì, perché non è stato usato. Okay. We use computer vision to detect through the cameras the availability of parking space in the city. Also in parking space on the street, or parking space inside a silos. We use cameras and an artificial intelligence algorithms to detect exactly if the parking space is free or occupied. And we, by an app, we do the information to the driver to go to park. The same information is for the administration, that they can know if the parking space is that is occupied is paid or not, because by the app you can pay. This is some pilot that we realized in Europe and in Italy. This is in Poland. We work also with algorithms on the snow. This is for Autostrade, for detect the trucks spaces for security problem in highway. With artificial intelligence, we detect also the vehicles and classified if there are trucks, car, motorcycle, bicycle. So we can give the information about the traffic in real time. In this case, we give the information on the place, but we can give the information toll by toll, gate by gate in real time. Behind this activity, there is an IoT that we developed in partnership with NVIDIA to detect, to run our artificial intelligence algorithms near cameras without transmit video on cloud or on server. We have we resolve the problem of privacy and bandwidth problem. So we save about 95% of bandwidth. This is our pilot at the University of Catania. And it's working in every type of, every kind of weather. It's with the rain, with sun, with snow. The object detection is real accurate, 99.7% in this case. I think the last development of our system is that in our IoT we are able to connect also normal sensor for detection of pollution, of weather condition. So we use our IoT to as egg computing.
Many thanks for being invited to present our company, and the first presentation from your side was very interesting for us. Let's say Planet is... da quale parte? Okay. Planet Smart City is a company which is designing and building a smart city around the world, and we are building currently 2 large cities in Brazil, and soon we will start also with another in Brazil and another one in India, close to Pune. And the center of competence is here in Turin, in Italy, where we have around 80 people working on this subject. The competence center is the competence center with a multidisciplinary approach, providing solutions to other developers. For example, this has happened in Italy, or instead also for our own cities that we are going and we are building. We have an integrated approach that is transversal and scientific, and we look to 4 different areas: the social innovation, the planning and architecture, technological system, and environment. Because we feel that in today's world, when you design in general a new environment, a new city, or you renovate a district, you have to take into account these 4 areas in order to be whatever is possible in all these also sub-attention: nature, air, soil, water, energy, for example, or of course community, well-being, education, economy, security. So these are the most important part. The other part that I would like to highlight is that nowadays it's important not only the bricks, but it's important also the digital services that you are able to provide to the inhabitants of the city. For this reason, we are developing here in Turin an application which is already in use in certain area, for example in Milan. And we are, of course, as all the app, you start from a point and then you develop, of course, along the way. But the view is that to provide a number of information on security, health, connectivity, smart home, welfare, smart energy, and sensors, so that the people already today can check a number of things on their smartphone. And in the future, we are planning already can be utilized for sharing today we are basing on the sharing economy. So in the area that we have renovated, for example, Redo in Milan, there are sharing of general services, sharing of area, botanic field, and bookshelves, and so on. Of course, this is based, as I was anticipating, on new ways of living, because the traditional home increasingly need the social spaces for the people to live together. There are new housing models, and there is a need to offer not only quality living space, but also these digital services capable to give better services to the people. This can be also an opportunity for developers. We had already certain cases in Italy where renovating a district that were not, where the developers were not able to sell apartment. While this has been renovated and coupled with digital services in all the districts, the apartment grew in terms of value and was much easy to sell to people. This is some of the projects that we are doing. For example, Smart City Laguna, that is the city close to Fortaleza in Brazil. Several hundred houses are already available and is looking for 25,000 inhabitants. In Natal, always in Brazil, for 15,000 inhabitants. Redo in Milan is a district where we have done only the designing together with Italian developers. Quartiere Giardino in Cesano Boscone, and then we have also been assigned a contract that should be the first one in Europe for a zero carbon project, a renovation of a certain area in Milan close to a railway station, with residential, commercial, and other activities planned to be completely restructured with the project to be zero carbon, so neutral in CO2. Comunque era l'ultima. Okay, no, it's okay. Anyhow, era l'ultima comunque. So thanks, and of course I will be pleased to go deeper if you have any question or any on this.
Redo is a company. It was born in 2005, but actually it comes from nearly 40 years of experience, or the associate founders. What the company is focusing on during the last few years is artificial intelligence, a number of systems in using natural language processing in true real-time streaming, and also holographic mixed reality. The company, having been for years a research and development company, has found out several applications for their own, coming out from their own know-how, and they turn these into different products. What the company is focusing right now is, in this moment in time, and for the purpose of this presentation, is one solution in particular that summarizes a bit of most of the most performing solutions and architectural systems that they have developed during the years. Okay, this is what we call the disruptive mobile application for distributed content generation and broadcasting. What this solution does is simply to allow anybody using a smartphone to communicate both ways with no problems related with bandwidth or quality of image and sound, and also to chat with the control room from many locations simultaneously into real time. The latency time of the system is about 350–500 milliseconds, which is something which is well below what other competing solutions in the broadcasting industry are providing nowadays. I will go quite fast. It is an app that you download on your smartphone. You can have both cameras working together, front camera and back camera, so you can shoot something, you can show yourself, and then you can also see somebody who can be located into a TV studio or into a control room, or also you can get flows from other devices, wearable cameras, or the wearable camera of one of your colleagues in another place, or also you can connect to, how do you say in English, a SAT surveillance system. So you can see on your phone yourself what you're shooting and what it comes from any kind of visual device and audio device. Everything is handled like a sort of a call center by a simple desktop or a laptop in this case, that can call people in using the system, or receive calls from the people. So we can call, or we can get calls. Then you put them on hold, or you forward them, and then you can answer to all of them, and you can dispatch all this communication to any other place that you want. In the case of broadcasting, in the broadcasting world, you can, for instance, having a dozen journalists communicating with 4 or 5 different TV stations at the same time. And everything is concentrated into one place. As you can see here, the field of application, considering that the most important asset of the solution is the ability of handling many communication at the same time, both ways, audio and video, simultaneously, all into real time, then you can apply it to a number of other situations outside what is the simple idea of the broadcasting world. So you can have it in maintenance, for instance, in large industrial plants, or large infrastructure systems. So for instance, we are now developing a proposal for the national railways here in Italy, because they want to have some sort of additional monitoring of the situation from the trains when something goes wrong in the train. So they have all the systems that are in place, the automatic system that are alerting a control room saying this train is not going there is a failure in the system, whatever it is, but then they can also communicate in this way with their own personnel who is on board this specific train. So they can collect more information on what is going on in the place. Integration with wearable cameras and any other sort of solutions. What we are looking for, and that's our own interest into establishing a good relationship with Saudi Arabia. We are looking for distribution channels. We are looking for business partners and resellers, global exposure, and also channel and country and investment. So we are open to a number of different opportunities or possibilities depending on the interest of our own reference point into a specific country, like in this case in Saudi Arabia. Doing my best. I learned a bit about your exhibition. I'm doing my best into the company to convince my references inside the company to participate to mobile, because I think it is worth, and it is absolutely in line with our own objectives of development.
Good afternoon. Pleased to meet you. My name is Marco Zucchini. I work in Speciale. Speciale is a big network of company. It's a large enterprise that work in ET, in national region, Switzerland, and Great Britain, UK. The large company have a revenue of 100 million euro in 1 year, and work in ET for 3 big branches. One classical, like banking, insurance, and public administration. The second one is in the service, about, like for example, cybersecurity, SaaS, SAP, ERP, and so on. And the third one is the spatial technology, the new innovation. Like for example, big data analysis, or cybersecurity in spatial and so on. I have 2 big branches, one product and one sector. The product is, for example, from real estate or a system like a government or network, like, for example, a product that is called Nemo. But we work in all this area. And Sky is a big integrator, and therefore we have at the moment several projects in the European community and confidential in several items, and therefore we have to do, for example, something like, for example, for real estate, cloud, big data, business intelligence, and so on. We are very interesting in our project because, for example, we work already in our area for Dubai and Arabic Emirates. And therefore we are interested to understand exactly what is the project in your life and what we can do for exploiting your business. And therefore I think is the best thing to understand exactly what you have to do and what you have to explain in your project. That's everything. Thank you very much.
My name is Marco Barbero. I'm the desk manager of Sportello Metalli. Sportello Metalli is in English, the translation is English is metal desk, metal counter. So is in an advisor system that is hosted in Unione Industriale Torino. Unione Industriale Torino is very important for Torino Lab because it's the co-founder of this company. And what is the activity of Sportello Metalli? I'm proud to use Italian name because in opera a lot of names are so. Sportello Metalli is an advisor system for companies and is the opportunity for the companies that use metals to have a strategy related price of a stock exchange. So our mostly instrument of analysis come from London Metal Exchange, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. In this case, we are able to give the strategy day by day, hour per hour, minutes per minutes, for the best moment to buy. We use a very original method for analysis. It's not a financial matter, as commodities are in this last time as per a financial instruments, but for a user of metal needs to fight the perfect moment to buy. So we have an original system that is possible to check the sentiment of the stockers and the sentiments of the price at the moment we use Unione Industriale Torino like our situation room, and in this case it's possible to check what is our job. In this case I invite you, or tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, to visit us, because we have a Unione Industriale building in 300 meters by work in this. Yeah. Okay, in the restaurant. Oh. So is at 300 meters of work in one of the amazing parts of Torino, in this case. But it's important to check what is the potential of these instruments, because it's possible to have the control for each kind of commodities. At the moment we have metals because Torino is an industrial area and we need to have the check about metals. But we can analyze all kinds of commodities. First of all, petroleum or other thing. And the same is to check what is the cross for currencies in euro against dollar or other currencies. So I'm integrated in Unione Industriale, but I give this service in outsourcing. Sportello Metalli is a brand, but Sportello Metalli me. So I think that's all.
I'm the CEO of VEM Solution, which is the engineering and manufacturing company of the Viasat Group, which is a corporate group operating at European level and distributing worldwide our solutions. So the mission of the group, we are basically developing in-house and providing to the end customer solution for connected sensors, mainly in the automotive tracking domain. Also, our core business is in the insurance telematics, in the fleet management, in the Internet of Things. Today we are already tracking about 12 billions of kilometers driven by years by our connected vehicles. So it's a huge amount of activity, and all the solutions that are provided by the company of the group are being developed internally the company by the company I'm managing. So VEM Solutions. So we are doing both the hardware, the software, and hosting of all the services. In terms of group, the group today has been growing in terms of merging and acquisition, is still growing. Today we are 17 companies, 15 are providing service operation in different countries. And we are physically present in the blue area you see in the map over there, and we are selling our services on top of the national market in all the yellow areas. So we are also present in Saudi Arabia already with some local agent. So we're selling some of our solutions. So basically, this is the pointer. These are the company doing and developing all the technology, and these are the one operating from a commercial and standpoint, all the solutions. Just some figures, I have to read it because I don't remember all by heart. Our current group turnover, it's about 80 million in 2018. We invest every year about 3 million euro in innovation and development, developing new solutions from a hardware, software, platform standpoint. We do operate our data center that are physically owned by us, but now we are migrating towards a global cloud infrastructure in order to become more available worldwide. We are directly present today in 10 different countries, the one you have seen in the slide before, and directly, and we are distributing in about 60, 70 countries today. So it's developing. We are about in total something less than 800 employees, and we own 5 different operating centers that are available 24 hours, 7 days a week, and we over the history we have produced and released more than 2 million devices that are basically smart sensors, smart gateway, gathering information, and based on that we provide services. Today we have something about 800,000 connected vehicles today, and the number is growing for different type of application. In terms of potential customer base, of course, the outreach is very huge in terms of citizen, in terms of vehicles, in terms of public administration. So that's the potential. What we do, the main difference, there are many telematic service providers out there, so we are not the only one. We want to be the best one, but The main difference is that because of an industrial and strategic decision, we decided to maintain the control of the whole value chain. So we can cherry pick all the different activities, starting from the design and development and customization of a single device, a sensor, up to the higher level of service provision. So we can work as a consultant. We can normally we sit together with a big customer, trying to figure out together what are their customer requirements and try to propose and to agree on possible solutions. So this is what we can offer. So as a group, the definition is that we are one of the major European telematics service provider. Today we are the second European telematics service provider for insurance, connected insurance telematics, and we are the fourth provider for fleet management system, including all the activity. In the recent years, we of course, because of the large amount of data we are gathering, we started developing a solution working on our data, so big data, and so we started delivering services to public administrations for planning purposes, origin destination metrics, traffic forecast, this kind of stuff. So we are currently working for the Italian Ministry of Transportation and for some important metropolitan area in Europe, in Italy and in Europe. So this is just an example of some of our customers in the different areas. It's not complete. It's continuously developing. So we partner also with big actor, as you can see. There are companies, I mean, that are using our anonymized data for building value on top of that. And this is something that we are starting doing that. So that's basically what I can tell you in just 5 minutes. So I hope you. I mean, it would take a lot more to explain everything we do. But in case you are interested, I can be available for any type of drill down you want to make.
Good afternoon. I am Eduardo Paradisi, he's Orlando. We represent the communication agency ZIP of Turin. In short, who we are, a few words to say who we are. We can say we have two souls. We are a communication agency, ZIP, and also an information agency, a press information agency. We are able to implement integrated communication campaigns with diversified languages on different channels, and also we create original events, local events, but also national events. In relation to today's meeting, we are very interested in the themes of the exhibition, or also the project, as we are a press information agency, like I said. We have an online newspaper, Zip News, also Zip News Innovation, that are our online magazines. Every day we talk about innovation, and in particular we have also thematic sections, not only on the web but also on the radio, local radio but also national radio. So every day we produce contents about innovation. We have partnerships with local main players, such as University of Turin Incubator, Polytechnic Incubator. So surely we will talk about this event and this project. And also we invite you to send us information, ideas, new information about the event that we can talk about.